Hey guys, so today we are going into a lower body strength and sculpt. Few items you'll need for equipment. Grab 2 sets of weights just in case you need a lighter set. I would obviously love to start with the heavier. Optional, Bala Bangles or some sort of an ankle weight, and a resistance band. If you have, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's a little heavier than the light option. So I have a medium on right here. You can go all the way to extra heavy. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down, focus on our breath, and get some nice glute bridges in. This is a lot of booty work today. So you are going to roll your shoulders down, tuck your hips under, take a really big inhale. Through the nose, your feet are hip distance apart. On your exhale, I want you to tuck the hips under, articulate the spine, lift up for 2 to 3 counts. So there's no crazy arch, it's not a yoga bridge. You're gonna slowly lower 1 vertebrae at a time and lift up 1 vertebrae at a time. So think about your back being a little wave here. Tucking the hips under, exhaling and lifting. Inhale, lower back down. In another 10 seconds, we're gonna keep it a flat back. So we'll reset. We're just starting to activate the glutes here. In 5, lower back down in 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Make sure your hips are tucked under. Draw the ribs in on your exhale. Lift up for 1, lower down for 1. Try not to cheat by pressing into the palms. If you want to make it a little bit more of a balancing thing, then you can lift those arms up to really just take any extra assistance out with the upper body. Glutes should be pretty activated by now. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. In another 10 seconds, we're going to add our weight. In 5, I'm going to add my 10-pound weight. In 3, 2, and 1. A manageable weight because we're still just warming up here. Place it on your hips. If you need a towel underneath, you can grab. We're again lifting up for 1 and lowering back down for 1. So now you feel the weight. Feel that resistance, that added resistance into your glutes, into the hamstrings. Really press into your heels. Keep pressing against the band the entire time. In another 5 seconds, you're gonna hold it up. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, 1. Tuck your hips under again. From here, you are going to pulse those knees out an inch for an abduction. Coming into the outer thighs, you've got 5. We're gonna pulse up an inch, down an inch. In 3, 2, and 1. Lift up an inch for 8, 7. You should honestly feel pretty crampy here. You've got 5, 4, we have 1 more thing in 3, 2, and 1. Lift your heels up, walk your feet in a little bit closer. You are going to now pulse with the heels lifted, get the calves involved for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels down, lower back down. From here, take that weight away. You are going to lay down onto your left side. We're gonna hit the right outer thigh here. So, optional again to have your ankle weights. Lay down onto your left side, hips are stacked. You're gonna have your heels glued together. On your exhale, lift up into your clamshell. This is coming right into that outer thigh, all the way up to the top of your glutes, into the obliques as well. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower back down. As you do, squeeze the belly into the spine. This is very much a pelvic floor exercise in addition to it just hitting your outer thighs. So big inhales. Every time you exhale, that belly comes in, compressing the ribs. You have 5 seconds here. In 4, we're gonna hold it up. In 3, 2, and 1, little pulses, squeeze. In another 5, we're going into an internal rotation. In 3, 2, and 1, keep your heel flexed. Take that right knee, drop it down to the left heel or ankle. Connect the heels again, connect the knees, lift, internally rotate, back up and down. You got another 5 seconds here. 4, hold it up in the clamshell. In 3, 2, and 1, little pulses, squeeze for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1, tap it out. Whew, okay, you're gonna come into tabletop. So take your band off of the left thigh, bring it underneath the left knee so that you really keep that band in place. Otherwise, it's gonna crumple up. It's gonna be very annoying. So from here, let's do a quick cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Back and forth 1 more time. And round, come into a neutral spine with your hip nice and tucked under. Flex into that right heel. You're gonna kick up for one and down for one. This goes right back into the glute max. Kick up and lower down. If you wanna make this more challenging, take a dumbbell, put it behind your knee. Now your body is going to most likely want to lean into the left side. Do not let your body weight dump into the left side. Put a little bit more pressure into the right and give me that mind-muscle connection that we were talking about in the last arm video. Squeeze your glutes the entire time you lift and lower. In another 5 seconds, we're gonna hold it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, hold it. You're gonna cross that right ankle over, or right knee over the left ankle. Lift back up to center. It's a curtsy donkey kick. In another 5, hold it up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the right leg out, up and over for rainbow kickbacks. If you feel any pinch in the low back or you can't control the swinging, come down onto your forearms. You've got 5 seconds here till you hold it center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is 1 of 2 pulses. Pulse up an inch with the toes pointed. In 5, curl that heel back in 3, 2, and 1. Curl, start to pulse again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it into a nice child's pose here. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Now we're gonna come take our band off. Keep it nearby because we gotta put it right back on for the other side. Try to keep those ankle weights on just to make this extra challenging. From here, we're gonna get into that right inner thigh. So this will be the final move that's specific to the right side. Lay down onto your right side, flex that right foot. Left foot is gonna come step behind the right thigh. You're down onto your forearm, and then from here, hips are stacked as much as you can. There might be a slight lean back onto that left side. From here, flex and lift, inhale, lower, back down. This is how we start. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Every time, squeeze the belly into the spine. Draw the ribs in. In another 5, we are adding on. In 3, 2, and 1, hold it up, send it out to the right. Exhale, pull back in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, out. Exhale, back to center, inhale, lower. Try to keep everything nice and stable. In 5, hold it back center. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, hold it. You're gonna slightly micro bend that right knee in and kick it out. Like you're kicking open a door. In another 5, you're gonna point your right foot. In 3, 2, and 1, lift higher. Small circles, this is finishing it out. Go ahead and reverse the direction here. And rest it. Tap it out, break up that lactic acid. So from here, band's coming back on. We're now gonna lay down onto our right side to hit the outer left thigh. So band comes on above the knees, come down onto that right side where we just were, connect the heels together, clamshell, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, up and down. My hips are completely stacked, pelvis is stable, compressing my rib cage in. If you want to make this harder, you have another option to take a weight and place it onto the outer thigh. You can even use your hand, push down as you pull up. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go into your internal rotation. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Internally rotate. So knee taps the right ankle, lift back up and lower. Up, down, heel to the ceiling, connect. In another 5, hold it up. We're gonna pulse at the top of this clamshell. In 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses, squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap it out. Okay, from here, come into tabletop. Take the band off of the right thigh, put it underneath the right knee to secure it in place. And then from here, you're gonna flex into that left heel, donkey kick up. Now, since we just worked the right side, again, and especially now, your body is going to wanna dump weight into the right. Go light on your right fingertips, squeeze that left cheek. Shoulders are squared, lift and lower. If needed, drop down onto your forearms. In another 10 seconds, we hold it up. We get into that curtsy donkey kick. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the knee over the right ankle, lift it back up, down and up, squeeze. Come into outer and inner thigh right here, and hamstring. In another 5, hold it up, straighten the leg out in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, straighten the leg out from here. Rainbow kick back. I am pointing my left toes here. You can flex or point, kick up and over like you're hopping a fence. In 10, you're gonna hold it back center. So we have a pulse in center, and then we curl up into that donkey kick. We pulse again in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse up, squeeze. Maybe even take that right hand behind your back. In another 5, flex in the heel, fold the leg in half. In 3, 2, and 1, pulse. One more, you got 10 seconds. Child's pose coming in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sink deeper into your child's pose. Okay, from here, band is coming off. We're gonna take it into the left inner thigh. So, move your band to the side, lay down onto your left side now. You're gonna start with that right foot behind you. Again, right hip is gonna be slightly externally rotated. Flex in the left heel. You're gonna lift up for 1 and down for 1 to start. You'll notice if you are not breathing, you're kind of holding your breath, you're gonna have trouble lifting that leg up. If you're not activating that core, again, you'll have trouble lifting that leg up. In another 5 seconds, hold it. In 3, 2, and 1, hold it up, send the leg out, pull it back in and lower down. Up, out, back in, and down, squeeze. In another 5, hold it up. In 3, 2, and 1, hold it up from here. You're gonna micro bend in and out. And in 5, we're gonna point the toes in 3, 2, and 1. Point the toes, lift up higher, small circles, this is it. In 5, we reverse the circle. In 3, 2, and 1, reverse. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap it out. And you guys are done.